How do you draw out support and resistance lines? The way I learned it is that support is similar to demand zones. So support is an area where the price got too cheap and the buyers stepped in. Resistance is similar to supply zones. Resistance is an area where the price got too expensive and the sellers stepped in. It's recommended to draw out your support and resistance lines in higher time frames. I prefer the 4 hour and the 1 hour because I'm usually day trading, but for some swing traders, they're looking at the 4 hour, daily, weekly, and monthly. As new traders, you might wonder what's the best time frame to draw out these support and resistance lines. I usually like, since I'm a day trader, I start at the 4 hour and I work myself down. But if you're maybe swing trading, you're probably looking at the 4 hour time frame and higher, the 4 hour, the daily, the weekly, and the monthly. It all depends on what exactly your trading style is. If you're scalping, most scalpers are looking at the 5, the 2 minute, and even the 1 minute. And that's how they're drawing out their resistance and support lines. I like to color coordinate them. Why? Because I know that on the higher time frames, these resistance and support lines are a lot more important. They hold a lot more weight since they're on a higher time frames. As I go lower, let's say I would look for a support and resistance on the 1 hour. We can see one right now. It's very obvious zones. As you can see, this at one point was resistance. It was a resistance area, and then it broke out, turned support, and it's been support ever since. So it's a very strong support line. As I go to lower time frames, if I could spot another support and resistance line, so you can see right here, I would say this is a very good resistance area. Then I'll change the color on that line, maybe to yellow. Now I know that the 30 minute is yellow and the 1 hour is green. What I like to do, since I'm a day trader and sometimes I'm drawing out support and resistance lines on the lower time frames, like the 5 minute. When I do identify these support and resistance lines on the lower time frame, what I like to do is I like to draw them out as a dotted line, so that I know that it's on the lower time frame. Just a way. It's a way for me to see it a little easier visually. It's a little easier on the eyes, but it's all up to your liking.